Bruce Lee was born on November 27, 1940 in San Francisco, during the Chinese Year of the Dragon. His parents, who were performers, returned to Hong Kong shortly after his birth. It was there that Bruce grew up, surrounded by the energy of a bustling city and the challenges of post-war life. He was a spirited child, often getting into trouble for fighting. What seemed like a rebellious streak would later define his destiny. As a teenager, Bruce was introduced to martial arts through Wing Chun, under the guidance of the legendary Yip Man. Wing Chun became his foundation, but Bruce was not content to follow tradition blindly. He began questioning the rigid structure of martial arts, something unheard of in the disciplined circles of Hong Kong. His boldness often alienated him, but it also marked the beginning of a revolutionary approach to fighting. By the age of 18, Bruce found himself at a crossroads. His parents, worried about his frequent street fights and growing trouble with the law, sent him back to the United States. With just $100 in his pocket, he arrived in Seattle. It was a fresh start in a land of opportunity, but Bruce wasn't sure what his future held. He enrolled in the University of Washington, studying philosophy, but martial arts remained his passion. To support himself, he began teaching kung fu, blending traditional techniques with his evolving philosophy. Bruce's classes were unconventional. He taught students of all backgrounds, breaking the racial barriers that were deeply entrenched in martial arts. His belief that fighting styles should adapt to the individual, rather than forcing the individual to conform to a style, was revolutionary. This philosophy eventually became Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist, a concept that rejected limitations and embraced freedom of expression in combat. Hollywood took notice of Bruce's charisma and physical prowess, but it was not an easy path. Despite his undeniable talent, he faced the harsh reality of racism in the industry. Asian actors were rarely given lead roles, often relegated to minor, stereotypical parts. Frustrated but undeterred, Bruce returned to Hong Kong in the early 1970s, where he quickly became a sensation. Films like The Big Boss and Fist of Fury showcased not just his skills, but also his philosophy of martial arts and life. His breakout film in the West, Enter the Dragon, was set to cement his status as a global star. Tragically, Bruce passed away just weeks before its release in 1973 at the age of 32. The cause of his death remains a subject of speculation, adding an air of mystery to his already legendary status. Bruce Lee's influence extended far beyond the screen. He redefined martial arts, challenging outdated traditions and emphasizing adaptability, efficiency, and self-expression. His teachings inspired generations of fighters, athletes, and thinkers. More importantly, he bridged the cultural gap between East and West, showing the world that martial arts was not just about fighting, but about personal growth and breaking boundaries. Even decades after his death, Bruce Lee's legacy endures. He remains a symbol of resilience, innovation, and the pursuit of excellence. His story is not just one of physical prowess, but of a man who dared to challenge conventions and inspire the world to think differently. His life, though short, changed martial arts and popular culture forever.